So hello and welcome to my channel. So last night, Haylee went on Chris Hansen's live stream to talk about Onision and Kai. In my opinion, she did an absolutely wonderful job in that live stream. She was very clear while talking about her experiences, and I think anyone can see that. So I want to start this video off by talking about this one wonderful moment of the live stream that fucking boggled my mind. Take a look at this.
Tell me what they were pitching to you. What did they want you to do?
So one night I had told Lainey, Kai, that I did not want to, that I was not interested in anybody but him.
So
and
they were pitching a three-way relationship.
Yes.
With you.
Yes.
And I was into this and Greg was into this.
From what I know, yeah, I think that Greg does pressure Kai into the whole three-way relationship thing, because when I told Kai that I was only interested in him, he seemed very happy about that.
Take me through that step by step, because I want people to understand, and I want other young women who may be watching tonight to beware of how this went down. How did they incrementally introduce the idea, both Kai and Greg, of you being involved in a relationship with the two of them? Take me from the contact with Kai, how it progressed, and then how it involved Greg.
So Kai never talked about it at all. Kai didn't talk about three-way relationships or three ways or anything like that. That was all Greg. Kai and I were talking normally and it was fine. And then when I told Kai that I was only interested in him, that's when Greg messaged me talking about the three-way relationship, saying that if I were to come up and be romantic with his spouse, that he would more than likely see me in a romantic way too, and that we would all be in a three-way relationship together. And then that's when I said I wanted to try. There was really no more talk of the three-way relationship until I backed out after that. So once I backed out is when he started to dig into my sexuality, dig into my brain, saying again that he thought that my mind was broken. He said that if Lainey was worth it to me, I would do it. And this is a direct quote because it went by Lainey at the time. If Lainey's worth it to you, you would do it, because that's what being worth it means. And I said that it wasn't that Lainey wasn't worth it. It was just not what I wanted. And he said, well, let's stop kidding ourselves, pretty much. So then I finally said, okay, fine, Lainey's not worth it to me. And if you look back around that time, Kai had tweeted, I guess I'm not worth it, guys. And a bunch of people started tweeting at him, not knowing the context of that tweet, saying, oh, you're so worth it. You're so worth it. And it's like, you didn't even know what that was about. And
everybody jumped on the bandwagon without knowing what they had.
Yeah.
So she wanted to be in a relationship with Kai, and she didn't want it to be in a relationship with Onision. And somehow, some fucking way, Onision manipulates the situation and turns it around and says, if you don't want to be in a relationship with me too, then Kai must not be worth it. No, that's not fucking what she's saying. She's saying that she wants to be in a relationship with Kai and not with fucking you. It's not that Kai isn't worth it. It's you, goddammit, it's you. But he can't handle that. He can't handle that fact that someone is not interested in him. So he, on the spot, manipulates the situation and turns it around and says, if you're not interested in me, then Kai must not be worth it. When it makes absolutely fucking zero sense. How can someone manipulate a situation that's very clear, What she wanted was to be in a relationship with Kai and not Greg. That's the situation. And somehow he manipulates it and turns it around and says, if you don't want to be in a three-way relationship with me, then Kai must not be worth it. When she's saying the exact opposite. How is that, how can someone, on the spot, manipulate the situation that fucking, I don't know. I have no fucking idea. He is a fucking master manipulator, for sure. And let's remember, he did that on the spot. He did it, he turned that situation around like that. it's clear that he's a very intelligent guy. I just wish that, he didn't use his intelligence to prey on young girls and instead, I don't know, contribute to society in some way. Don't even do that. Like, just don't be a predator. Is that really that hard to do? Is it really that hard to be a decent human being? I don't know. Another example of manipulation at its finest was when Greg said, "Something's broken in your mind." Like, just wow. Just fucking wow. That's manipulation at its fucking finest. Oh, you don't like the thing that I want? Your mind must be broken. What? He is a master manipulator. Like, I'm still shocked at how good he is at manipulating people. Another thing that comes to mind is this moment from the live stream.
How close did you come, Haylee, to actually getting on a plane and having them fly you out to their
I went to bed after responding to a message from Greg that said that we'll look at flights in December. And then woke up the next day, basically kind of to him backing out and changing his mind and saying that friendship would be hard, saying that I screwed them over really bad, that I led Lainey on. I mean, it was back. It's whiplash. It was back and forth. One moment I was a really good person and that I was helping to distract Lainey and that I made Lainey really happy, to you're a really bad person. You screwed us over. You're a snake. Like it flip-flopped so much just in that short period of time that it's hard to keep track of everything, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fucking manipulation. That is a fucking emotional roller coaster. And let's remember, Haylee's experiences just lasted 13 days. Not even a couple of weeks, goddammit. And she had this much emotional manipulation thrown at her. She wasn't even in their bubble. She just knew them for 13 days. Just 13 days. And she was in that deep water. It's fucking sad. It didn't even took a couple of weeks for Haylee to actually talk to Kai and actually, know Kai and Onision, for them to start preying on her. I don't know. Like, it's so surreal to think that all of this stuff happened in less than a couple of weeks. She was in that deep waters in 13 days. Another example of Onision's manipulation that Haylee brings up, and I find this to be really fucking disgusting. Just take a look at this.
Trying to prevent other young women like yourself from coming forward and talking to Nia in this program and sharing with other people.
Yeah, he does. What he likes to do is, and he hasn't done this to me, but he's done this to my friends, is he'll make videos with skits that involve things that happened in his real life with these girls. And he'll post these videos almost as a way of saying, if you come out or you say anything, I'm going to talk about this or I'm going to do this. And it is very intimidating and very scary. So yeah, I fully believe that he does it as a way to blackmail or try to silence the other girls.
So he re-victimizes the victim.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Can you imagine, he's doing that to shut down the victims. That's what he's doing here. He doxed Billy because she spoke out against him. And by doxing Billy, what Onision is doing is sending a message to every single victim saying, "Shut up, or else I will reveal all this information to the public." That is really disgusting. That's absolutely horrific. I don't know what else to say. Even when these victims are out, even when they have no contact with Onision and Kai, he is still using the influence that he has, the leftover influence that he has, to manipulate them. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Something else that I wanted to talk about from the live stream is that Chris Hansen brought up an excellent topic of Onision's kids. And this is what Haylee had to say about that.
What about those kids?
I fear for them. I do, because it's not fair. It's not fair to them that they have to grow up with their parents doing what they're doing to other people. I don't know how Kai, as the one who carried them and birthed them, could look into their little faces and allow them to live in that house with him. But also now knowing how Kai is also a monster, it doesn't surprise me. I fear for them. I do.
These are children. These are Onision's children who are being influenced by Onision and Kai. And I know I talked about this in my last video, but I'll bring it up again, because why not? A while ago, I saw a video of Kai on Twitter where Kai was doing something trivial. I guess she was talking about makeup. I don't really remember it that well. And you can hear Onision fucking screaming, take some responsibility, and you can hear cries. You can hear a kid cry in the background. And it's like, and the worst part about that video was that Kai was acting like nothing's happening, you know, nothing's going on. Nobody's fucking screaming. Nobody's crying, you know. Kai was acting as if nothing was going on. Absolutely nothing was going on. She was acting nonchalant. That, like, how could Kai act like that, you know? She gave these children birth. She was their mother, you know, like, how is that possible? I shouldn't really be surprised, because, you know, Kai is a predator too. But, you know, Kai may not stand up for himself, but goddamn, Kai should at least stand up for the children, right? Like, if not for yourself, for your children, goddamn it, you know? But no, she was just acting like nothing was happening. That made me really fucking angry, you know? And honestly, that was a really big point where I really shifted my perspective on Kai. And the worst part about all of this is that, you know, okay, so think about it from the kids' point of view. We know that Onision and Kai are not capable of giving love to their children, giving unconditional love and raising them properly. We know that's true. We know that they can't do it. But you know who can love them unconditionally? Billy. And what must have happened is that, I'm not sure, but, like, you know, the kids might have developed a sort of loving relation with Billy, you know, and then they saw that Billy left. The kids might attach themselves to Sarah, and then they saw that Sarah left. You know, the only people who are capable of, like, giving actual love, not saying that it's their responsibility, I'm not saying that, but from the kids' point of view, you know, the only people who gave them real love, real unconditional love, all of them left. Like, can you imagine, like, being a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, and being in that situation of really unstable attachment, you know? It's fucking horrifying. They don't deserve this. They really don't deserve this. I fucking hope that this whole Onision saga is completed. You know, I hope that it's completed as soon as possible, because these kids deserve better. And I just hope and pray that it's done as quickly as possible, so that the kids have as little as possible an impact from these horrific people. So I have some notes written down about the video, and I have just written here, #keep crying, Kai. And yeah, definitely fucking agree with that. Keep crying, Kai, because you fucking deserve it for what you've done to your children and every single victim. So I know that I end videos on a negative note like always, and this time I have actually planned it. I have planned for this video to not end negatively. So this is the last thing that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's. The thing is I understand idolizing or being a fan of somebody on the internet. You know, we are now in an age where internet celebrities are all over the place. It's what most young people know are internet celebrities and not like movie actors. But you have to understand, you have to realize you're only seeing somebody on a screen. You don't know them. You don't know them behind the screen. And that's what's really scary. It's hard to separate when you're that young. You can't separate that in your brain. You can't, say that the person that you're watching on YouTube isn't the same person when the camera's turned off. But it's true. They're not. And I'm not saying every YouTuber, every internet celebrity out there is bad, but especially if you're young, you have to stay safe. You have to keep yourself safe and guarded because there's monsters everywhere. The Greg and Kai are not the only monsters on YouTube. They're not the only monsters on the internet.
When I was a fan of Onision, I was freshly teen/preteen. And at the time, I really did not understand what people meant when they said, oh, the people that you see on the internet are not who you think that they are. I didn't really understand it because, the people that I watched, they seem authentic and genuine to me. So I really didn't get what they were talking about. But what Haylee is saying here is absolutely true. But I really wouldn't phrase it that way. What I would say is that there are many, many sides of people, Like on this channel, I only talk about Onision. But that doesn't mean that that's the only thing that I'm interested in, I'm interested in multiple things. I'm interested in chess, for instance, but that doesn't mean that I talk about chess on this channel, That doesn't mean that I'm not being authentic on this channel. I am, I have some friends that I only talk to about chess. That doesn't mean that I'm not being authentic when I don't talk to them about Onision, You see what I'm saying? Where was I? What I was saying was people have many sides to them. And what you see on the internet is just a small slice. Kai may only show his cute, kawaii side of himself on the internet, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a predatory side of Kai as well. Onision may only show a certain side of himself on the internet, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a hidden predatory side of him too. And when I was a fan of Onision, this concept was just completely fucking alien to me. I did not understand it at all. I don't expect like a preteen or like a freshly teen to like get this concept. I don't, Teenagers are stupid. It's fine. But also, teenagers have to keep themselves safe as well. So, yeah. Anyways, so, hey, I ended this video not on a negative note. So, it wasn't really a positive note, was it? I don't know. I don't know why I am so fixated on ending video not negatively. Does it really matter that much? I don't know. Anyways, if you like this video, like it, click subscribe for more content. Also, comment your thoughts down below. What do you guys think about this? I actually would be really interested in the comments of this video. And yeah, that's all that I had to say for today. And goodbye.